What's up, YouTube? This is a 2017 Durango RT tail light, or should I say track light, or whatever they call it. The middle center light of the Durango RT water intrusion problem. So pretty much I'm gonna walk you through how to do this. Pretty much you gotta take off this part right here, the middle track light, in which you're gonna get the water intrusion. So I'm gonna walk you through the actual track light. So this is the track light. I'm gonna walk you through what I'm talking about when it comes to the track light. So this is it. The water intrusion is gonna be in this area for the most part, and on the left side or the right side. And so pretty much you're gonna find out you have water intrusion because you're gonna have water in here, usually in this white area, in the light area. I'm sorry, I don't have a GoPro or mount, but you're gonna have condensation build up, and then in extreme cases you're gonna have actual puddles of water sloshing around inside of this light. And so your biggest thing that you have to do to bleed that out is on this little screw on the back, which is going to be on the back of the trunk lid. You're going to take off that bolt, and water is going to come out of that hole, and that's where you're going to bleed out most of your water from there. Now in regards to taking off this light, right, I want to get back to that right now. So you approach the car, right? Open it up. Here's all my screws here. So the first thing you gotta do is take off this panel. The panel, it's the panel that's basically on the back of this trunk lid. So all you gotta do is pull it off. Pretty much pull it off in quadrants. Aim for this part right here, and then you work your way around until you completely pull it off. There's gonna be some clips. It's gonna be in these areas. All you gotta do is take a flathead, pinch it out, pull out your clip, right? So this is what the clip looks like. Now you got this out, right? So now you're gonna have several nuts and bolts that you gotta take out. So let me back up. So you're gonna have one here, one there, one there, one there, one here, one here, one there, one there, one there, and there. Same thing here on the other side, right? So pretty much you're gonna take them out, and then pretty much at this point your light is gonna be able to be pulled off, right? You have a little resistance in the beginning because there's a little adhesive. All these little things has little bumpers and like little saddles, like little silicone rubber saddles. So you're gonna pull them off, right? And then you gotta take off the little clamps, your little switches you gotta take off and stuff like that. But once you take those off, now you have your light, right? This is your light. Now back to the light, right? You get to this area right here where you're gonna have condensation. I already took care of this. I heat gunned it, and I evaporated all the condensation, and I bled the water out to the side. Now real quick, I forgot to mention this. So here, yeah, you know what? I'll bring it back. I'll talk about it in a few. Pretty much, this is your light. Now, you evaporate all the stuff that you want to evaporate when it comes to the condensation. And then now, let's say, for example, you have a light, and you have your left side, your driver's side, and you have your passenger side. If your driver's side is more, let's say in my case, this side is the one I had the issue with, this side. And then you have the passenger side. So on the driver's side, I was getting all my issues, right? And so that tells you that, especially if you notice that most of the water intrusions in this area, that means you have a leak of basically a gasket is not sealing. The gaskets between the light and the back, the frames and all that is not sealing. And so pretty much what you have to do at this point is grab your light, you flip it over, right? So water in this situation, it goes down towards the top of the light, and it creeps in through these little cracks, right? So what I did was I siliconed it. So if you look really close here, as you see here, you see a little gap between the silicone from there to that other black part, this part right here. So that part, let me point with this. You got this part right here, and then you have that part, and that's your gappage, right? So I already siliconed that. That's the trick to this thing, right? So you silicone that, because I don't have bumper to bumper anymore. On this side, I did it just in case, but there's no gappage here whatsoever. This is like, there's a black little thing that's here. It's not silicone. It's some type of water resistant / proof material that's already factory installed. I just went over it with the silicone. I'm sorry I didn't have like my hands weren't as accessible to do this with a phone in my hand. But pretty much what I did is I took this camera off, as what I told you, and I kind of diagnosed that the gappage came from the side of the complaint, which was the driver's side, and I applied this silicone from Walmart, 100% waterproof silicone's clear, and it pretty much 30-minute drive water ready. And this is weatherproof, pretty much wet and dry, indoor outdoor. So this will be something that would basically waterproof your vehicle when it comes to your car, right? So what I'm doing, and this ain't a right or wrong conversation because there's no videos out there that really explain how to do this. So I'm just kind of doing a quick remedy, but for the most part, I got to salvage the damage to my light, because my light wasn't in good shape. It was losing its LED. It wasn't completely frayed or done, but it was losing LED. So you pretty much run it. You can either run it on your finger and go like this and put it on, or you could just run it all alongside the light, and then what you do is you take your finger, since it's round, and you kind of like snug it. There's a little V-notch, a little gappage right there. Don't want to press too much. You just want to kind of like smooth it out, just like that. You just want to kind of make things uniform. And that's pretty much it. You do that, and you can go around the whole light if you want. I'm going to go down a little bit down the sides and down the top part here. So at this point, and then you want to get in that area right here. This little thing right here. This little crease. This water gets through there. You want to get the top, like the highest part of the light. So fill that in. Now all your excess, you're gonna have to wipe this off with a rag, but pretty much fill in this little crease. Fill that in. Obviously clean it before you put the silicone in. Clean it, run your finger through it, and I think at this point you're gonna be waterproof or resistant, at least, you know, when it comes to that leakage into your LED light. Yeah, your racetrack light. Now this light costs around $1,200 just for the centerpiece alone, and then the other ones, which is the side ones, those cost around like, I think like $3 or $4. Now if you go to a junkyard, it's another story, but you know, it's kind of very crazy by Dodge to be making, you know, this car is pretty much 3 years old because it's a 2017, and it came in almost 4 years old, and this is not supposed to wear out. So that's my quick remedy. I'll keep you posted as time goes along. Feel free to hit me up if anything. Thank you again, YouTube. Take care.